Hey everyone, it's Pink Penguin here, and today I'm here with two of my friends. I'm here with my friends Amanda and Rachel. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hi guys!
Alright, so today we're going to do a theater tag, which means we're going to answer a bunch of questions about our life as theater artists. I said that weird. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, number one, when did you get started into theater? So I got started when I was in 3rd grade. I did a bunch of elementary school plays. My first play, I wasn't allowed to be in the main cast because I was too young. So they stuck me in the choir and I sang backup for all the important songs. But it was really fun. And I just kind of continued with theater ever since.
Nice.
Amanda?
For me, I was very, very young. My first part was the lamb. So yeah, I just kind of also got into theater because of my mom. So yeah, Rachel.
For me, it was probably when I was, my mom put me into musical theater camp at a dance studio that I will not name, and I had my my shot at that, and then after that, in elementary school, I was part of some plays, and yeah.
All right. Number two, how many shows have you been in? So I've been in 26 shows more or less, and that's not including all the stuff I did at church. We do this thing like every once in a while called Jericho Junction, and I've done so many of those shows that I've lost count. So I'm just gonna say 26 shows.
I've done a lot. I don't have a number. I've just been
Infinite.
very involved in the theater. So that's my number, a lot.
I'd have in high school I did I've been in 3 shows in high school, would have been 4, but then COVID decided to drop in. Uh, uh, but when I was younger, I think I did 4 shows. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I would do more theater, but choir.
No, you gotta do more theater. That's a demand. Okay.
I will when the band comes off. But not too soon though. World, get your act together. Stop opening so soon.
Rachel's a goody two shoes, so we love her for it. Okay, number 3, favorite role you've ever played. My favorite role I've ever played was the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland. It was such a fun role. I got to run around like a lunatic. I got to jump into the audience at one point. But I also got to do a few ensemble numbers like Zippity Doodah, and the opening number I got to tap for. And it was so much fun. Alice in Wonderland will always be one of my favorite shows I've ever been a part of. But I also really loved being Ariel in The Little Mermaid because it was my first like main character role, and it was really fun. And my teacher put me and my best friend together in the same cast, me as Ariel, her as Flounder, which was like perfect. And it was so much fun, and it was my one chance at stardom, and I haven't had a big role since.
For me, my favorite role was Sally Brown from You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. It was a fun role.
I haven't had many roles since, again, I haven't been in theater, which is a big regret that I have. But I'm probably just being in the ensemble. It would have been the Nightingale from Once Upon a Mattress if, things went according to plan. But it's all good. I'm not salty about that. I'm not salty at all. Anyway, yeah, I love being in the ensemble because I get to dance, show off my dancing and singing skills. It's kind of cool having in the ensemble because you have develop a character for yourself, and you have to make your own calls, which is not something I'm good at. So it's a fun challenge. So.
All right. Number 4, biggest theater pet peeve. For me, my biggest pet peeve is when people don't know their lines and it's like past off book date. And I think the reason it's a pet peeve for me is because I can memorize stuff really quickly. So, I mean, maybe it's just because I memorize things really fast or I just have a long memory. But I feel like, hey, I can do it, so you guys should be able to do it too. Because I'm definitely a step above normal. Okay, 10 steps, but that's not the point. So that's my biggest pet peeve. Because it's like, dude, just learn your lines. The show is in like 5 days.
Yeah. For me, it's when other actors tell their actors what to do. And it's like, okay, thank you for giving me, like, opinion or, like, whatever it is.
Advice.
But, like, you're not the director, so don't tell me what to do. I'd rather get told to do this or get told to do that by the director, not by you. So, yeah, don't tell our actors what to do.
Yeah, unless you're tech, then
Yeah.
Text
anyway,
can tell actors what to do.
Yes.
they run the show. Speaking of techs, my biggest pet peeve is when people have bad blood against each other, especially between the actors and the techs. It's gotten better, especially this year since
Like, all our techs are so amazing. They do so
Yeah.
much for us, and they deserve a lot more credit. Hashtag Tech
They
Lives
do.
Matter in the comment section down below.
Yeah, I was a tech this year because I wanted to do theater, but school.
College life.
Yeah, I'm a college student. I do running start. I did running start. I graduated, so.
We're all graduating.
Anyway, but anyway, yeah, I wanted. Yeah, just like in general, when people have bad blood against each other and people are talking about others behind each other's backs, that's just a pet peeve in general between anybody. But just like, since we're talking about drama stuff, if between like the tech and the cast, it's you don't know how hard the
Right.
job is. Both of them, just like
Yeah.
do the right thing, do the
nice thing.
Do the nice thing.
Epic fail 101. Anyway, number 5, biggest strengths and biggest weaknesses. My biggest strength, as I mentioned before, is I'm really good at memorizing stuff. I have memorized a monologue in 5 minutes before, so yeah, don't at me. My biggest weakness is I'm really bad at facial expressions, I feel like, because my face is kind of a baby face, and I don't know how to morph it, I guess. That's a weird way to put it. But also, when I'm not like when I'm not holding something like a basket or something, I have no clue what to do with my arms and my hands at all, and it's just like they're in the way, and I just want to chop them off.
For me, in lines, and then my weakness is improv. That's all I'm gonna say is improv. I hate it. Like, good for you if you can come up with things like off the top of your head. That's not me. My ADHD does not allow me to do that. So, thank you.
I mean, I can improv, but I didn't get on the improv team all 3 years of high school, so.
I couldn't do it because of gymnastics, so.
Great. Rachel.
And I'm way too insecure and anxious to do anything improv. Anyway, my biggest strengths, I don't know, because I haven't been in theater long enough. It's a running theme for me. I know my biggest weakness, I know this. I am Matt Meese. If you do not know what that
breaks
means.
character a lot.
Yeah,
if you
that.
watch GK Studios or Studio C, Matt Meese tends to break character a lot. So, yeah, Rachel tends to break character a lot.
Yeah, there was in Brothers Grimm Spectaculathon, we were all in the same cast. There was this line where narrator 2's like, well, I guess you can be a collective group of the birds. And every time we practiced that line, I burst into laughter, just like
that show overall is just really funny.
Especially since all the never mind.
Especially because of Easton. Shout out to Easton. We all love you. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, number 6. Who is your biggest theater inspiration? So I'm gonna say the cliche answer of the people around me, because literally I was in drama all 3 years of high school, and all the people I acted with, they were so amazing. There's nothing more to say. They're so amazing, and they're really passionate about what they're doing, which is a step up from being in middle school, middle school classes where no one really cares about anything but getting a grade. So yeah, I'm just gonna say the people around me and anyone who's have ever acted with in high school, I love you.
For me, my biggest inspiration is my friend Imogen. I did a show up in Bellingham, one of my first few like real theater roles. I played her daughter. She played my stepmom. But every day before rehearsal, she would always come in with a drink in her hand. Either coffee, an energy drink, or alcohol. And yeah, I'm just like, I love that. But yeah.
And Rachel?
For me, it's two of them, but one of heavily more. First one is Melinda Kathleen Reese. She's most famous for her Google Translate fails, but she's an amazing singer and actor. Oh, good golly. But my first one and like my second one, I mean, and like the one that gives me most sway, especially now, is Thomas Sanders. If you've ever watched his channel or seen his vines, or heck, if you even had the blessing of seeing his acting in real life, I haven't, not yet. Hopefully I will. He's an amazing actor. He's an amazing person, and yeah, just like I love him so much. Yeah, especially his Sanders sides, Patton and Virgil. Those are my favorite. They're my babies.
Okay then. Number 7, what's your dream role? For me, so my first musical I was in was Seussical, and I like memorized that whole play, so I could probably still like do the whole play if I put my mind to it. But my favorite characters from that play, and the characters I probably want to play as my dream role, is either JoJo, Gertrude, or Maisie. Because like JoJo's a really fun part because he's a really wild imagination and he's like a little boy. And then Gertrude, she's like the main female character and she's so sweet and kind and caring. And then there's Maisie, who's just boisterous and this out there and sassy. And I'm really good at playing sassy characters.
For me, it's Eponine. That's all I'm gonna say. Eponine from Les Mis.
She likes Les Mis. Don't know if you know that.
I do. I love it. I love it.
And Rachel.
For me, it's a tie between two characters. One is Annabeth from The Lightning Thief. Have not seen it. It is so good. Oh my gosh, I love Annabeth because like I think she would be a perfect fit for me because I have a very unrealistically high-pitched voice. At least I think so. Like, Vanessa, why did you nod? You're supposed to make me feel better about myself.
It's not that big of a deal.
I'm
You got a soprano
18 and
solo for like something big in choir. I don't remember what it was, but it was a really big thing, and she got a
Maria Hall.
soprano solo. So having a high-pitched voice isn't that bad.
Yeah, but like I sound like a middle schooler. Or like a
I look like a
sophomore.
freshman in high school. Your point. All right.
Look like I'm
Yeah, and then my second one is it's in a I'm sorry, it's in a play that Fifth Avenue did. Maria Dancing Still, and Maria. If I had the talent to have point shoes, and like if it was a play that if it was a musical that could be on Broadway, I would want to play Maria because like oh my gosh, I love that show. It made me cry for 2 days straight afterwards because like if you haven't, because probably won't see it. It's about like the Maria, like the ballerina statue that goes like does like that pose, and like how her life was.
Yeah. Okay then. Are you okay?
I will
No,
be.
we're not okay.
Okay.
Okay. Number 8. This is a really tough question. Plays or musicals? I say both. I can't choose. I like them both for different reasons. Like plays, I feel like are more expressive. You can be like expressive with like emotional content, but also comedy. And I feel like with plays, I get to show off my acting more because in musicals, I'm usually dumped in the ensemble because I can dance apparently, sort of. But with musicals, I feel like I do more because like I dance in a lot of numbers. Like this year for Once Upon a Mattress, I was supposed to be in almost like every main number and even more, and it was so cool. And then that didn't happen because COVID, and I'm not salty either. Okay, moving on.
For me, both. But like, I don't mind going to see a play and then going, feeling depressed and crying my eyes out. But like, also for me, I was the jester in our school's production of Once Upon a Mattress, but I didn't get to do it, and I'm not salty about it either. But it's whatever.
No, it's whatever.
It's
We don't
fine.
care.
Running gag. For me, I'd have to say probably both. But if I had to choose, it would be musicals because that emotion and that expression and that like depressiveness that plays get with musicals. But the only thing is, same with Vanessa, since we're both dancers, we're always put in the ensemble, which
We're
is
more
like,
ensemble material, but yes, we can dance.
yes, we can dance, and like, but come on. Anyway, yeah, just like I love musicals. I'm musicals a lot because I've been watching way too many animatics. And just like listening to the music about like especially Dead Mom from the Beetlejuice musical. Oh my gosh, I love that song. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so number 9, favorite warm-up game. I have 2. One, it has a weird title, but it's fun, I promise. It's called Big Booty. It's a really fun game once you get like the gist of it.
Wait,
And also during Midsummer Night's Dream, when I was in that show, we changed the name of the game to Nick Bottom because one of the characters is named Nick Bottom. And then my other favorite game is Gigolo because it's really fun and you get to do some quirky dance moves, sprinklers, or whatever the heck
this
you
is
want.
Gigolo.
Noodle. I don't know. Okay, Amanda, it's your turn.
For me, I like the counting count to 21, but the reason why I love it is because I love hearing people get so upset when when a few people say like the same number. Like if you say the same number, like
You have to
if
start
you and
over.
like 25 people say the same number, you have to start over from 0. You have to work your way up again. And I think it's so funny hearing moans, grunts, any sound that comes out of a body is funny to me. Sounds really wrong. I
That's the
don't know why.
quote of the day.
But like, and then funny. It's where you go like funny, 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 funny. But like, yeah.
All right, and
Togi
Rachel.
Togi.
That's an
Anyway,
alternate version.
sorry. Anyway, my favorite is probably I like all of them. Except for Honey, do you if you love me, please smile.
It's
hate
a
that
game
game
on work number.
because I get embarrassed and I again I'm Matt Meese, so I break character a lot. Anyway, but my favorite is Energy Ball, and that's because long time ago, not probably last year, not last year.
2
It was
years
like
ago.
September. It was like first semester of senior year. We played it for drama club, or was it drama club? I can't remember. Anyway, and I humiliated myself in front of. No wait, it was last year. I can't remember when.
Doesn't
Anyway,
matter. Keep going.
doesn't matter. Anyway, humiliated myself, and then ever since then, I've always asked, "Can we please play it again so I can redeem myself?" And I've had so many ideas on how I like a bow and arrow, or a baseball, or popping grapes, or something. I don't know.
My favorite one is just like pretending to put a stick of gum in my mouth and then blowing a bubble in someone's face. All right. Number 10. What's your favorite show? My favorite show is Mary Poppins, and that might be surprising to some people who were in the show because we had Snowpocalypse hit right during like beginning of the rehearsal process, and that caused a lot of problems. And by tech week, it was still kind of a dumpster fire, but we got our crap together. But
Yeah,
the
and our
reason it's my favorite
director
show
kinda
It was
Yeah.
so magical. Like, I went to watch it from another school because my friend was playing Winifred Banks, and it was so freaking magical to watch the show. And being in the show was also really magical. Just musicals are magical, but Mary Poppins is just. I felt happy the entire time. Like, I was just a happy ensemble member / a chimney sweep who got to turn a lot and do a Firebird. But yeah, Mary Poppins for sure.
I did flippy doodads. For me, my favorite musical, Les Mis. Sorry, but I did go to New York and I went to see this show called The Prom, and it was so good. I laughed, I cried. It's about this character named Emma, and she's gay, and she like tries to ask out like her best friend or something, and I think her best friend also ends up falling for her too, and it's really really cute. Yeah, please watch it. Very big recommend.
Also, the prom, something we didn't get to have because of COVID. I'm not salty.
I'm not really antisocial, and I don't think anybody would have asked me out. And even if they did, I don't like school dances, so.
I don't care. I was gonna order a party bus.
I was probably gonna ask my friend B-Man, aka Brendan, out. Anyways, Rachel, your turn.
Okay. For me, his favorite musical or show, right?
Favorite show.
Okay. Mine was probably Any Number Can Die. It's just so funny and just like
It is.
I love it so much, and I'm really salty that I didn't have enough time to go to like rehearsals or be in the cast because again, college life. But my favorite musical that I've been in, Music Man, because it was my first ever like professional high school play.
Hey, high school performances are more professional
wonderful.
than anything in a middle school. Just saying.
Yes. Yeah, like I loved the show because of the dances and Harold Hill, Caden, Serial Man.
Shout out to Cade.
Yes.
I
Anyway,
call him charismatic, Kate.
yes,
He's
yes,
and I love him.
yeah. And my favorite musical, just
Music
not
Man.
being in it is, yeah, and also Lightning Thief, as I said before, because
All right.
it's so good. Just watch it.
Number 11, most awkward onstage moment. So I have two. One, when I was in 8th grade playing the White Rabbit, someone told me they put my bunny ears backstage because I had a quick change from being like a normal kid to the White Rabbit. And they didn't put it back there, so I had to run on stage without my bunny ears. And then in a different show, I couldn't change fast enough and ended up running on stage with one shoe on. That was pretty funny. But another one was during Any Number Can Die when I was Judy. So basically my husband in that show was taking my coat and then he put it on a chair. And then putting that coat back on was kind of awkward sometimes, but it worked. We made it happen. Yee.
For me, I was in musical. I played this character called Tweet McFirth. It was Maisie's, whatever you want to call him, like, yeah, boyfriend. I don't know. I was also in the ensemble, and I was wearing this giant wig, and basically, I got caught on a platform
Oh no.
and ran out, and I was all bald. That was fun.
Like,
And
kinda
then
like what you
also
look like
for
right now.
yes. And then also for Any Number Can Die, I had these really quick changes, and our costume designer, she gave me this very, very pretty like golden dress.
Oh.
And,
This is my fault.
the zipper got stuck, and then she yelled at me because I
I
was
think
the
it's
one
my
wearing
fault.
it, my possession, and she's like, "Amanda, why is my dress ruined?" And I didn't do anything. It was on my body. I couldn't.
It was
Also,
probably
you're
my
not-
fault because I was trying to
No.
zip it and it wasn't working.
Oh, no. It's just, it's weird because I'm not allowed to just be wearing a bra and compression shorts. You're supposed to be wearing your one piece, but it would not fit under the dress. And so it's like, okay, I can't wear the dress then.
We had to get her a new dress. By the way, shout out to me because I helped her with almost
Yeah.
all those quick changes.
Yes, and Winnie too.
Shout out to Win. We love you. Okay.
Winnie, my baby.
Hey, Rachel, what's your most awkward on stage moment?
I don't have many because I have the memory of a goldfish, and again, haven't been in drama a lot. Anyway, but probably my most I'm gonna change it up. Scary moment was kind of similar to the dress. Sophomore year during our 1X for the Brothers Grimm Spectacular-thon.
How do you pronounce words? Same.
I was in charge of getting Amanda's dress on. She was playing Cinderella. So there's
Cinderella
this part in Cinderella, kind of split it up and saying that, like, instead of having one actor play all the parts, we just had all the parts handed out to different people. I was the birds, as I said before. Tweet, 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 peck, peck. Anyway, and I had to help Amanda wear her dress and get her dress on stage, because that's part of the
script.
The director, even, like, the costume designer. We love you. She gave it to my director, and the director's like, I will give you my firstborn child. I'm like, why would you trust why would you trust me, someone with ADHD who's very clumsy, with this fantastic dress that I have to put on a friend on stage?
We're all friends. That's not a secret. All right.
And like there were multiple times where just like the zipper kind of like popped, and I'm like,
Good times, Marie. All right. Number 12, best offstage moment. So I have two. One of them's a more casual one, and one of them's just hilarious. So the casual one, it was before rehearsal for Midsummer Night's Dream. I was sitting in the corner of our black box theater with some friends, and one of our friends is Jewish, and he's really proud of it. Shout out to him. And so what ended up happening was we were trying to change Dr. Seuss titles to make them more Jewish. So we had a Horton Here's a Jew and the Menorax and many more fun ones that I can't remember. But it was just a fun time, and it made me love my life. And then the other one was right before one of our performances for Any Number Can Die. Someone accidentally pulled the fire alarm, so we had to do the fire alarm procedures. But I'm going to get into more details on that in another video, so I'm not going to say too much about it, but it was hilarious.
Yes, ma'am. For me, it was probably the fire alarm, because I think it was just so unexpected. Like, and then all of a sudden we just hear this, and we're all like, oh, well, fire.
Yes, we die.
So we all just like went outside. And I think it just kind of brought the cast really, really close, like closer together.
It's a funny memory.
Very funny.
Mine was not the fire alarm. How
dare you? I'm just kidding.
That's a story that will live on in infamy. Anyway, mine was probably backstage moments for musicals. I'm not really good at hair or makeup, and some of the people who helped me, because I'm an only girl, and my mom was an only girl, and my grandma was an only girl, so we don't know. I mean, my grandma and my mom know about makeup, but I don't, and we don't know how to do mop of a mess. Or I don't know. Anyway, yeah, just like having people help me was really it brought me closer together. And then just talking with the castmates, because I have, I guess, trust issues. I'm really insecure about myself, and I think that people are just being nice just because they need to be.
Like they're obligated to.
Yeah.
I think we all feel like that.
But just hanging out with the cast and seeing that they actually do care about me just made me feel so welcome and
Warm
like
and fuzzy.
And even though we're all here until like 11 a.m. during Tech Week.
11 p.m. So Tech Week is
PM,
no hell
sorry.
because literally we have school already, and then we have to stay at school even longer. So we have to stay at school from like 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night, and we're all dying. And yeah, it's but it's fun hanging out with
It
the
is
cat.
usually during finals.
At least the winter play. Anyway, so number 13, most challenging role to play. For me, going back to Brothers Grimm again, I had to play Rumpelstiltskin, and I was playing him as like a creepy old man, and I had to do a voice that really hurt my throat. In fact, I got a sore throat during rehearsal one day and just reverted my normal voice because I couldn't do it. But I was like, I got some candy in my van, you want some? That kind of voice. That's what I sounded like, and I had to drag my body. I looked like an old man fisherman, honestly. I was wearing like a dad sweater, suspenders, and giant fish pants and boots. And that's how I describe it. But it was definitely fun roles. Amanda's dying.
For me, it was Sally Van Viller because from Any Number Can Night, because her lines were like in such weird places. I had to like really,
In
really
shoes?
In shoes?
Yeah. And then I don't know, but she was also just very weird. Like she was like going after this guy named Jack, whatever.
Jack
And there's
Reagan.
at one point where I had to like go upstairs or something. He was gonna like wait outside my room, and then I was just like, "Oh, how will I know it's you?" And he's like, "I'll use the sound of my voice." And then Sally says, "Ooh, how clever!" And she,
Oh, how clever.
she just wanted it. She wanted it, and I don't know.
Okay. Rachel, most challenging role to play.
I don't know, because I haven't had many roles. And I have the memory of a goldfish, so I wouldn't remember any of my roles. Just being an ensemble most of the time. So I guess I don't know. I don't really have one.
I'm sorry. Okay. Number 14, the last one. What would you do if theater didn't exist? That's a hard one. Like, theater is such a big part of my life, especially like during high school. But I guess I'd have a lot more free time in high school because I was always putting too much on my plate doing like theater shows and dance classes. So without theater, I guess I'd have more free time and I'd be playing more video games and a lot less friends because most of my friends did theater. So I'd be more of a lonely sack of a human than I already am.
I don't know. Since I do like multiple sports, I wasn't able to do the winter play sophomore year or my junior year because gymnastics is a winter sport. So since I was on the team, I had to not do the show. I think that if I wasn't doing theater, I would probably just be kind of more into like, my gymnastics, soccer, and basketball, like my three main sports. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd probably just be more sport oriented and put maybe more of my focus into that, plus my friends.
Okay, Rachel, what would you do if theater didn't exist?
Since again, I didn't do much theater, I would probably do a lot more choir or dance classes, or actually get my homework in. I don't know. I don't.
That's the tea.
If any of my teachers are watching this, don't blame theater.
Theater,
Yeah.
Homework's just hard.
homework is annoying. They should stop giving us homework because it's not helping us. It's actually making us pull all-nighters and drink nothing but energy drinks for 2 days straight.
There's a study where it doesn't help with your learning.
So, teachers, stop it. Okay.
Yeah. It's done like any time. Just like ADHD and like procrastination are just like ingrained into my soul. I don't know what this emotion is.
Whirl.
Okay, so that was our theater tag. Rachel and Amanda, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah,
And
it was
if
a fun
you
time.
have any experiences in theater or you want to answer some of these questions yourself, feel free to answer them in the comment section down below. Rachel and Amanda, do you want to plug anything before we end the video?
Be nice to each other. Be safe. Stay inside.
Wear your mask.
Yes. even though in America we're opening up, please do your best to like stay inside and do the right thing and help one another. Do the nice thing.
All right.
And
Amanda, do you want to plug anything, like any social medias or something?
No, I'm not gonna be that type of person. It's okay.
yeah, me neither.
All right. So thank you guys for watching if you made it to the end of the video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye.